Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, JC, and welcome back to my channel once again. In today's video, I'm doing another Zombies Backfire. If you don't know what this series is, basically what I do is I take your guys' comments on a lot of my recent videos. So it's sort of like things people say, except it's on a bunch of random videos that I've uploaded to my channel. So basically any video on my channel, if you comment on them, you might be able to be in this series as well. And I love this series. I do it maybe like every 2 weeks, somewhere around there. And in this video, I'm gonna be going over the DLC 3 wants and expectations. So the things we don't want to see in DLC 3 and the things we want to see in DLC 3. Those two videos that I made are going to be the Zombies Backfire episode for today. So let's go ahead and get right into your guys' comments. Diamond Owl says, just noticed you look like Marlington. I guess you mean Marlton, but I don't know how exactly that works. I mean, I don't even wear glasses, man. I don't know. Don't know if that's true. I can do the nerd voice though, so that's a thing, but I don't know how I'm like Marlton. I thought the thing was I have a big nose. I don't think Marlton has a big nose. The Dark Spion says, I honestly don't see the craze over new perks. We don't need 15 different perks to choose from. Who's Who and Tombstone are what happens when perk ideas are forced/rushed. You know, you make a very good point. Black Ops 2, I think every single map introduced a new perk of some kind, but we really didn't get that many good ones. We only really got Electric Cherry and Vulture Aid that were considered good perks in Black Ops 3, or Black Ops 2, sorry. And I don't think there was any other good ones at all, actually. And, you know, I can see that. I totally see where you're coming from. And, you know, at the end of the day, though, I just think a lot of us wish we could get a new perk of some kind, and we hope it's good. And I trust Treyarch enough, especially Jason Blundell's team, to come up with a good perk that actually does something useful and is not trash like Who's Who. But yeah, that could be a huge downside to getting new perks. I just think at this point though, I just want to see something new, and even if it sucks, at least it's kind of fun to make fun of the new perk. You know what I mean? I just want to see something new in the next map. Larry says, and this is a very good comment by the way, he says, the ending should be like this in DLC 3. Nikolai 1.0 sits with Nikolai 2.0 together, and they both start talking about old times of when they were young and stuff like that. Then Nikolai 1.0 says, do I really need to go, comrade? And then the other one, the one we know, says, you must, for a good purpose, of course. This is the best Nikolai impression I can do. You'll be doing the world a great favor. And then they both take a sip of vodka and start singing Korobushka together. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And then when Nikolai 2.0 finishes singing, he looks at Nikolai 1.0, who is now dead, with a bottle of vodka in his hands. The scene would end with Nikolai taking the bottle and strapping it to his belt, which could be seen after the Easter egg completion. Something like this would be so cool. Like if we saw something very subtle, like after we complete the Easter egg, sort of like the blood vials that we got in Setsubo no Shima. If we saw like an extra thing like a vodka bottle that was strapped to Nikolai 2.0's character from now on, that'd be really, really cool, and it would just symbolize how much pain and loss our characters have gone through in this zombie storyline. And I think that'd be an awesome way to end it as well. I think either Nikolai 2.0 is either going to fight us and be very, very mad and not want to die at all, or he's gonna go out and just drink himself to death like this. And I think that'd be very, very cool and be very, very sad as well. Lieutenant Flippy says, things I want in DLC 3. The PPSH, my dudes, better not be a reskin, and a wonder weapon in the box, and upgrading it through the Pack-a-Punch machine and vodka. I think we're definitely getting vodka of some sort in this map. If I'm willing to make a bet, I guarantee you if there's a new perk on this map, it's gonna be called something something vodka, and it's gonna be based around vodka. And then the PPSH, oh man, like if that gun doesn't come back, I'm gonna be very, very upset, because I think Treyarch knows that mostly everybody in the zombies community wants the PPSH to return. I think they also know that a lot of people want to see the katana, and I don't know why they didn't do the katana, unless they're gonna do it later at some point, which I don't think they would, considering DLC 2 was all about Takeo. But it's just one of those things where the PPSH is that classic zombies weapon in World at War that everybody loved. I think that was the fan favorite weapon in zombies in World at War, and it would just be so cool for them to bring that back, especially with a Russian map and with Nikolai and just everything, and I just really want to see it. So please, Treyarch, bring it back, man, bring it back. Alexander Perez says, I want a reveal of one of Nikolais' wives. I think that's something a lot of us want to see as well. We really want to see more about Nikolais' wives, and it'd be really cool if we got like an image of one, or just, you know, saw what one of them was like and some backstory to one. I think that'd be very, very cool. And I think that might actually happen, actually. There could be some radios or something revolving around Nikolai's past, because we've heard a lot about it, especially in the Nikolai's Memories trailer. He has a family and stuff that he loves, apparently. And I just think that Nikolai as as a whole, his character was always revolved around making those jokes about his wives, and if they could make it serious in some context and just make it very, very deep and emotional with the next map, that'd be very, very cool, and I want to see where they go with it, because honestly, I do think we'll get something about his wives in the next map. Green Apocalypse says, I actually want to see the Purifier in Zombies. I think a lot of people want to see something like this as well. I know I do. I would love to see the flamethrower return, sort of in the same way that I want to see the PPSH return. It's sort of that classic Zombies weapon that was in World at War that a lot of people loved, and I just have so many memories with the flamethrower on Derice and just shooting through random openings and walls and just seeing the fire catch on all the zombies and just trying to use it. And the fact that it had infinite ammo, that was just awesome as well. Diablo Phoenix says, no wonder weapons for 4 players. Good idea. Now players can rage quit when they don't get it. I don't understand this argument though, guys. I'm not trying to be mean to this comment at all. It's just my opinion, but I don't see why people are against the whole one wonder weapon idea. That's literally how it worked from World at War all the way to the ending of Black Ops 2 Zombies. And I don't remember any of my friends rage quitting out of the game when I got the Thunder Gun. It was a thing that was fun. If you got the Thunder Gun out of the box, you were the lucky one in the game. And all of your friends would be like, dang it, man, I wanted the Thunder Gun. It was fun. And then sometimes if you died out, your friends would be like, you know what, I'm gonna get that Thunder Gun this time. It was a fun thing. It was very, very fun. I don't see how it wasn't like a rage-inducing thing where you only had one wonder weapon and everybody was just like, yeah, dude, I'm not playing this game anymore because this guy got the Thunder Gun and I didn't. So you know what? Screw the last 30 rounds we played. I'm just gonna quit and go home. Or I guess not quit to go home, quit to maybe like go outside or something like that. All in all, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't mind having one wonder weapon in the box. I don't think it's really a bad thing. I don't think it ever was a bad thing to begin with. And in certain maps, yeah, you can have 4 wonder weapons and it's a lot of fun, but for the most part, I would rather have every map, at least for the most part, just having one. And I hope that trend continues forward, especially because Zetsubo no Shima did it, and I really liked how Zetsubo no Shima did it, actually. The Spicy Pineapple says, I really hope there aren't any zombies in the next map. Every map has zombies, it's getting repetitive. Well, if zombies is getting repetitive, man, I don't know what to tell you, because the next 3 years, every single Call of Duty game is about to have zombies. But yeah, I get it's a joke and stuff, but maybe we'll see some more parasites and meatballs in the next map over zombies. I just want an entire mode fighting meatballs. That's what I want to play. Your boy says, JC, do you think they will bring a ray gun Mark III? And I really don't think so at this point. I'm not totally sure on that, but I just feel like it's so late into Black Ops 3, even though they did do it in BO2 with DLC 3. So it'll either have to happen with DLC 3 or it's not going to happen at all, I don't think. And I don't know, I'm kind of against it at this point. I really don't think they're going to do it. And especially with talking with a lot of my friends about it, they don't really seem to think so either. So it's kind of like a consensus at this point that it's probably not going to happen, but I would love for it to happen. I would love to see it, but I'm maybe like 70% against it right now. I don't think it's gonna happen. Our final comment is from Martin Torres, and he says, bruh, Pack-a-Punch should be hard to get. What would be the point of even having it then? And you know, I can totally see this side of the argument. I personally think that the best thing they could do is probably have the Pack-a-Punch maybe harder to access originally, and then once you access it for the first time, once you get it built or on or whatever, then it would be easier to access throughout the map. Like, I love how Horizon Direct, it kind of teleports around the map and you can just use it really easily, pack a bunch of guns and have fun doing so. At the same time, I do really like having that sort of quest to get the Pack-a-Punch and find it on the map. I just kind of hate how in Zetsubo no Shima, once you get the Pack-a-Punch up and running, it's really cool to do so and it takes forever. Once you get it, it's still not really a great thing because it's in the worst spot ever, and I really hate going down there to Pack-a-Punch. So maybe if I, got it built or whatever and it teleported around after I got it built, that would be better and it'd be more fun for the map. I think that'd be a nice little middle ground there. But for the most part, if I had to pick whether or not it should be easier to access or harder to access to the point of like taking an hour, I would totally pick having an easier Pack-a-Punch, but that's just my opinion. So that wraps up this Zombies Backfire episode 3. If you want to add anything to the discussion of these comments that were in this video, be sure to comment down below and talk about it. You guys know I love discussions on this channel. That's what this channel is all about. It's about discussing ideas, talking about them, and just getting everybody's voice heard. And just overall, I hope you guys know that your voice, your opinions, your comments, they matter. They matter a lot. And I love reading them and I love spotlighting them on this channel, and I hope you guys know that. Once again, thank you guys so much for all the support on this channel lately. We're about to hit 40,000 subscribers. That's so close to my goal, my all-time dream goal that I've had since I was like 12 years old. of getting to 50,000 subscribers. And it's just crazy to think that we're that close, and I just really cannot thank you guys enough. So thank you so much for all the support you guys have given me these past couple months. It's just been like mind-blowing, like it really has. So again, thank you guys very much, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. This has been me, JC, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.